So we kind of all thought that the Houston Rockets were going to end up with the #1 pick that ended up being Paolo Banchero in the 2022 draft, but that didn't happen in the slightest. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? We are doing our Jabari Smith Jr. Houston Rockets rebuild. Yeah, we kind of all thought that the Magic were going to take Jabari at 1, Chet was still going to go 2 to the Thunder, and then we were going to see Banchero to the Rockets at 3. That didn't happen. The whole kind of first, or #1 and #3 swapped. Even when I made my predicted, rebuilds, I did Chet Magic, right after the lottery, because I thought they were going to take Chet. I did Jabari Thunder, and I did Banchero Rockets. But then I also love the other 2 first-round picks the Rockets got. Tari Eason. Now, Eason isn't going to be a 25-point-per-game scorer. He's probably never going to be an all-star in this league, but he's going to be those important glue guys that you need on a championship team. I mentioned this mainly in the Spurs Jeremy Sohan rebuild, but he just progressed like crazy, now winning multiple MVPs. But you kind of need these guys that could be like your Chris Bouchers, your PJ Tuckers, those type of players that could be on a winning team, that could switch defensively, can maybe develop a 3-point shot, hustle, play good transition defense, and that's what some of these teams need. Now, I also love Ty Washington. I thought he could have been a fringe lottery pick, and he didn't end up going to the end of the first round. I guess that's the thing with me and some point guards. Like last year, I think I had Reef Cooper as a top 20 pick. He didn't go till the second round, so I missed on Ty this year as well. But then there's also a plethora of good young players here in Houston, such as most notably Jaylen Green, the #2 overall pick in the 2021 draft. He is our franchise guy. Kevin Porter Jr., he's in the final year of his deal. I don't envision him as our long-term point guard. Jabari Smith, we've obviously mentioned him. Alperu and Şengün, we're giving him the full keys as the center. Him and Jabari Smith in that front court. That's why they moved Christian Wood. Jaylen Tate's on that new extension. Josh Christopher's coming to look to have a strong sophomore year. I've seen Kenny Martin Jr. in trade talks, and I think because there's a lot of guys that I think deserve playing time, because I still want to play Usman Garuba as well. Eric Gordon, wow, is a 70 overall on this roster. That's not great. So I downloaded this scenario, and it was, the gamer tag is on Xbox Series X. It's Canada Karma. That's the gamer tag if you want to look it up. I tested it once. It didn't crash. So I'm hoping for the best today. And then watch, when I record, it's going to crash. But yeah, wow. Eric Gordon is a very low overall in this. But yeah, I think Kenny Martin Jr. could potentially be traded. Cameron Payne, I don't know if I want to take back Cameron Payne, but I think we can actually land this trade. Garrett Temple for Kenny Martin Jr., but we're getting a Lakers unprotected first-round pick in 2024. Don't mind if I do. So, that is going to be it. Sorry if you really wanted to see Kenny Martin Jr. today. I've just heard a little bit of rumblings. Since I don't think Kevin Porter Jr. is going to be a long-term answer, he's probably going to play about 28 minutes. We're going to go about 34 to Jalen Green. We could do about 27 to Jaylen Tate. We'll probably actually do that to those 2. Jabari Smith, as a rookie, is just going to play 31 minutes. Well, that's a pretty decent amount. We'll actually do 30 to the front court. Christopher can get about 25 as our 6th man. I would like to play, let's see, Tari Eason and Ty Washington. Even though, Garrison Matthews, not a bad player either. I mean, I guess Marquise Chris doesn't really need to play. So say we did 19 to Eason. We did about 13 to Garuba. We did about 15 to Ty. And is there anybody else? I mean, I probably should play Eric Gordon to see if I can get some of that trade value back up, right? I mean, he's got, no. He's, basically an expiring deal. I'd rather just play the young guys. If I could buy somebody out, I technically would. So, Garuba, let's go about 17 to Garuba in Washington. We'll do about 14 to Garrison Matthews. See if he can up his trade value as well. 3-star balanced. I'm not sure why Jacob Underwood's our head coach. We'll have to find Steven Silas in free agency. And just kind of taking a look at the shot tendencies. I want Jalen Green to be high. Yeah, 75, that's really low. I want him to be the highest at an 88. Kevin Porter Jr., we can lower it a little bit to a 72. Jabari Smith, keep that at an 80. Şengün, 75 is good with me. Jaylen Tate, yeah, that's really low. 65 is good. Josh Christopher, that's really high. We can lower that to a 75. I mean, Marcus Chris is even playing. Garrison Matthews, we can get to a 60. We can do about a 50 to Garuba. 65 for Eason is fine. 65 for Ty is also fine. So I'll see you guys potentially at the deadline or at the end of the year. I don't expect to be too good with this Rockets team this year. All right, so we're going to look to acquire more draft capital here. We're going to be sending Garrison Matthews to the Atlanta Hawks for that Kings first-round pick lottery protected that they got in the Kevin Huerter trade. Garrison Matthews is having a very good season, averaging only 7 points, but hey, you see the minutes per game, but he's shooting 40% from 3, and the Hawks are looking to, I guess, replace Kevin Huerter. So there's a couple players in there to just make the money work with Mo Harkless and Bojan Bogdanovic. We have about 14 minutes here, and I'm going to continue to play the young guys. We're going to go about 20 to these 3. We can go about 27 to Christopher. Let's up Jabari a little bit. Let's up Tate a little bit. And let's up Jalen Green a little bit. So I'll see you guys at the end of the year. We are the 15 seed, yes. So we're not making the playoffs. So we ended up as the 12th seed. So we finished the season kind of strong, which will hurt our draft position purposes. But Andre Drummond there averages a double-double. There you got most improved Tyrese Halliburton. Luka won MVP, I believe. Seeing there, I don't think we're going to get anybody on an All-NBA team, but I would like to see Jaylen Green or maybe another Rocket at some point in this video. Jabari Smith makes all-rookie first team, 17 points, 8.7 rebounds, 2 assists. Holy crap. How did he not win Rookie of the Year? I guess Chet was great too, but wow. Jabari Smith really blew the socks off his rookie season. He might be our All-NBA player at one point. No other rookies making it, but that's fine. Like I said, we were not very good. We're not in the playoffs, yada, 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 but it's fine. We're still a rebuilding team. Ooh. Jaylen Green with only 17 points. I mean, based off, like, this 2K season, that's not, like, that's good improvement from the previous year. But you'd expect him to get close to that 20-point per game score as the clear #1 option. Şengün was pretty good. The efficiency actually wasn't great. Josh Christopher, though, he had a good season. Jae'Sean Tate was not great. Maybe he's just not a starter for us. Maybe we have him in the wrong role. There's Tari Eason's rookie year, Ty's rookie year, and Garuba's sophomore year. Ooh, Garuba. Not playing all that well. And the Pelicans win it all. So, hey, that Kenyon Martin trade helped them win a championship. Zion Williamson is your finals MVP. And Eric Gordon actually retires before we can decline his team option. Hey, go out on a strong note, sure. So let's see what picks we have here projected in the lottery. We have the 6th pick and we have the Milwaukee pick. I believe that is from the PJ Tucker trade. Or more like, yeah. It's a PJ Tucker trade, technically. So, let's see here. 6, yeah, like, we could have been around the Spurs pick, but we decided to play well at the end of the year. I mean, that Thunder pick. So, let's see if we get any luck. I mean, I don't think this pick is getting lucky. I don't think it had any protections on it either. It may have been top 10 protected, but either way, that 14... the odds were so minuscule moving up. Let's see if our pick at 6 goes down or can move up. So it just said that the things were going pretty normal. That means the Wizards, usually when it says that, like, the next pick will usually move up into the top 4. So no surprises so far. Wow, no surprises. I think we have a great chance. We have a great chance of moving up into the top 4. And boom, there it is. Okay, let's go. So maybe the Knicks were already a team that moved up. And I just kind of missed that a little bit. But wow, the Thunder dropped from 1 to 5. Hey, you feel my pain now, OKC. Let's see. So we go from 6 to the top 3. Holy crap. And we also have the 14th pick as well. Number 3 is Utah. Okay, so it's either Knicks or Rockets for the #1 overall pick. And it will go to the New York Knicks. Hey, is there a frozen envelope this time around? Nobody will know. But we have picks 2 and 14. That is great for us. All right, Steven Silas is there in free agency, so I'm going to go out and sign him. And we're getting Jeff Hornacek as our assistant coach back. All right, so under contract for the draft, like Jae'Sean Tate would be a potential trade candidate. 1 year left on his deal. He's 27. We could look to maybe flip him in 14 and move up a little bit. So let's just see who we landed to. Now, are the Knicks taking Wembanyama 1? It looks like it. I mean, I just got Wembanyama in that Spurs 10-year rebuild, so I don't really need him again. I kind of want to maybe try somebody new out. And Scoot Henderson, we need maybe a franchise point guard. I believe I took Nick Smith in the Jazz rebuild, and Wembanyama does go 1. Okay. So that makes my decision a little bit easier. So last time I had the opportunity to take, Henderson, I went with Nick Smith back in that 10-year Jazz rebuild. So we could look at Amen Thompson, but no, he's projected to go pretty late. I mean, I think he'll be a top 10 pick, or he's projected a top 10 pick right now in real life. But for point guard purpose, we're moving on from, what's his name? Kevin Porter Jr. We're bringing in not Nick Smith. We're bringing in Scoot Henderson. Is it Scooter or is it Scoot? His name is actually Sterling Henderson, but Scoot is obviously a nickname. So, I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of Scoot on Google and kind of mock draft. So and like G League stats. Okay, I'm just calling him Scoot. I don't know where the Scooter was. Maybe that was like a high school nickname. But yeah, Sean, Devaney is actually right. Yeah, the chances of re-signing Kevin Porter Jr. are definitely in question after drafting Scoot Henderson. Wow, a realistic like 2K analysis. That's pretty cool to actually saying what I'm going to do. As the Knicks traded Mitchell Robinson for pick 4. Well, honestly, you get off Fournier, you move Robinson because you just drafted Wembanyama, and you went Keontae George. That's a great draft for the New York Knicks. So, I think around, we have another trade, 7 for Brogdon and a 2025 first. It's not a bad trade for Boston. All right, so I'm going to try to move 14 and Jae'Sean Tate for a Blazers, number 10 overall pick. I don't know if they have any players that I want. Yeah, like I would love Shaedon Sharpe. I mean, I'd love Gary Payton. Would you give me Gary Payton? gives me a good backup point guard. But I do have Ty. But do I need to? I probably shouldn't play Ty and Scoot Henderson. I probably should have some veterans in there. And Gary Payton does provide us some defense. So, I don't know. We'll Nah, maybe we'll go against it. Let's see. They're obviously going to do this trade. You know, give me 2 future seconds as well. And they agree to that. So, yeah, with kind of other guys on the team, was there going to be enough playing time for Taves? Probably going to move to the bench. Not a great season. 1 year left on his deal. So, we can go for Rasor Thompson, who I don't draft too much. You can get Jordan Walsh out of Arkansas. Also, if you're trying to get into college basketball this year, follow Arkansas. They have Nick Smith, a projected top 7 pick, Anthony Black, another projected top 10 pick, and Jordan Walsh, who's a projected top 20 pick at the moment. They have some talent. So yeah, I'm going to go with Asor Thompson here, a small forward, brother of Amen Thompson. They're both playing, I believe, in the overtime league. The same one that G. Montero played in this year, but he ended up kind of falling out. So I'm going to take Prakicin. He'd just be a Eurostash guy. Did I also see Amari Bailey? Yeah, that was Amari Bailey available in the second round. So I guess in this draft class scenario, he just kind of bottomed out. Wow, yeah. Ended up going. I mean, I think he's projected like a first round pick though right now. So that's kind of crazy in real life. So Henderson's at 78, beautiful. Thompson 74. I would like to get him some playing time. I don't think he's going to start. That could be Josh Christopher for us next year if we want to continue building through the draft and our homegrown guys. I'm actually not going to extend the qualifying offer to Kevin Porter Jr. I'm going to let him be an unrestricted free agent. He can sign with anybody he wants out there, even though 2K, I've renounced it. Why is he restricted? But I wasn't going to pay him $19 million anyway. So we actually probably have, we have enough for a couple maxes right now. So, let's see. We have our point guard situation figured out. I would say we have our shooting guards. I mean, like, Garuba falls out. We have Eason kind of be... I should probably... I don't know. Is there a good small forward that we want to sign? That would make sense. Not really. I don't think there's anybody there that... I don't know. It's like making me bend over heels for it. Or bend over backwards. Head over heels. Wow. That was completely wrong. But I should probably sign a backup center. Let's bring in Dario Saric, veteran. We need a veteran in the locker room. We'll give him a 2-year deal, and he's a good system fit for our new 7 seconds or less. We are not bringing back Kevin Porter Jr. like I said. So any big switches in free agency? Miles Bridges goes to the Pacers. Yeah, nothing too crazy so far. Kellen Sexton went to the Lakers. All right, so player progression, Jalen Smith's up to an 89. I'm hoping a big season from him and Jabari. Like, if both of those guys, who are going to be our franchise cornerstones, can lead us into a playing tournament appearance, we're heading in the right direction. All right, so it's going to be Henderson, Green, Eason, but he's not going to play that much. Like, Christopher's definitely going to play more. It's going to be like 25 to Eason, 24 to Eason. Jabari Smith, 34 is good with me. 36 to Jalen Green. We'll do about 31 to Şengün. Let's do about 30 to Henderson, the rookie. Let's do about 27 to Christopher. 19 to Garuba, probably not. He's probably going to get about 14 minutes a night. I would like to play him in Thompson a decent amount. How am I going to allocate these? Sarge can get about 15. Washington about 15. We do some... Garuba's probably going to get 10. Yeah, he's kind of fallen out of the rotation. He could be completely out of it next year. Let's go about 18 to Thompson, because I think he probably does have a higher ceiling for us than Ty Washington. We are, let's see, 3-star, 7 seconds or less. I mean, Eason isn't the greatest fit. Christopher's a little bit better. Nobody gets me up to 3.5 stars. I mean, Şengün's not a great fit either. We'll keep that in the back of our minds. I'll see you guys at the end of the year, and hopefully we're a playing tournament team. Okay. 2K's improvement is like whack. I mean, I don't know if it was the system last year because we had Jacob Underwood, like the auto-generated coach. And of course, Kevin Porter Jr. wins most improved. In Minnesota, of all places, would they get him on their mid-level exception? How could they afford him? How much did they pay him? Can I not see their contracts from this page? Okay. I'm very curious to find that out. But we were a 1 seed. What? Like... Some of this doesn't make sense. I'm like, it's like kind of like, it's just like, I'm flattered, I guess. Like, I'm very surprised that we ended up being a 1 seed. The only awards we got were Henderson, and Amen Thompson on all rookie second team, or excuse me, I saw Thompson. I'm gonna have to get used to that. But yeah, what the hell? I mean, they're a 2 seed. Like, so they just replaced D'Lo with Kevin Porter Jr. I mean, it's not really an upgrade. Like, in real life, that's probably a downgrade. But yeah, they got him for the minimum. That is kind of crazy. So, did Jalen Green break out this year? Yes, he did. How did he not win most improved? What? Like, that's that perfect second to third year trajectory that most players get it. Like, Ja got it this year. Jordan Poole was even in that trajectory as well. What an elite season. 24 points, 4 rebounds, close to 4 assists, 52, 44, 88 splits. He was so close to a 50, 40, 90 season, and 71% true shooting. You can't get much better than that. Jabari Smith improved in points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks, field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, true shooting. he had an incredible sophomore year as well. That's our 1-2 punch. Alperen Şengün was good. If he can get that 3-point percentage in the final year of his rookie deal to around 34%, he's probably going to get extended for us, and that's our front court for the video. Josh Christopher, pretty good as a sixth man, but the efficiency dropped off. I wonder what was the case for that. He did play a little bit more, but all right. Henderson, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Not bad for a rookie guard. We'll see how he performs in the playoffs. Tari Eason, I'm hoping he can become more efficient than that. Like, if he can get up to like a 55-6% true shooting, I'd be okay with that. We already went over Asor Thompson. There's Ty's numbers. Oof. Ty didn't have a great... I mean, it wasn't much different, clearly, a lot from last year. But just, like, seeing that drop from, like, just the 30s. Like, I don't know, 39% field goal percentage is rough. 31, I don't know. And then there's Sarge, who wasn't good either. And Garuba. All right, so the bottom guys in our team just, like, really no efficiency. Garuba will not be playing for the playoffs. Ty 15, Sarge 15, that's fine. 18, 27. So how do I want to allocate these? I'm going to go 40 to Green, 25 to Eason, 31 to Henderson, 36 to Jabari, 33 to Şengün. Let's see what happens. We are taking on the San Antonio Spurs in round 1, who have Derek Whitehead. They're starting Isaiah Roby. They have Kyrie Irving. Now they have John Wall. Okay. They're not playing Branham or Wesley. You know, I'd be pissed about that. They beat us in game 1. All right. You can see they have the best player in this series in Kyrie Irving. We're really going to let an 8 seed beat us? Come on. We do win by 10 in game 2. Jalen Green pops off for 30. Jabari Smith has a great game for 22 and 9. Henderson, he's off to a good start, definitely in the first 2 games. Come on, let's take a 2-1 lead. Boom, there we go. We blow him out. That's what we could do. We could drop 164 on your head. 40 from Green, 32 and 10 from Jabari, 19 from Christopher. Hey, I got a good Dario Saric game. Game number 4, we end up losing this one, by 31. Okay, John Wall and Kyrie Irving. If this was like 2015, these point guards would be sick. Game 5, we do pick up the dub. We drop 160 on them for the second time in this series. Jalen Green's averaging 32 points. Jabari Smith, 33 and 16. Şengün, 27, 13 and 5. And can we win in 6? No. They force a game 7. Okay, just an unnecessary game 7 in round 1. Like, why give me the 1 seed? I would have been fine with a play-in tournament appearance if you were going to make me lose in round 1 to an 8 seed, which is going to happen because 2K hates me so much. Oh my god, we won by 1. It's that reverse psychology, man. Josh Christopher, team high, 26 points in 26 minutes, and we narrowly escape the San Antonio Spurs. So now we're taking on the Warriors, but here are the numbers from that series. Let's see. Are they playing any of their young guys like Patrick Baldwin? They're playing Wiseman, who's had a very interesting summer league, you could say. Yeah, they are definitely not playing Patrick Baldwin, it looks like, in that rotation. They might not even be playing Draymond Green. We do win game 1, though, by 18. 31 and 9 from Jabari. I do have to do a Warriors rebuild because I obviously didn't do an elimination rebuild for them because they won it all. And they didn't make any too big of splashes in the offseason. I mean, they signed DiVincenzo, re-signed Kevon Looney, lost Gary Payton, ended up drafting Patrick Baldwin. Wasn't the craziest of off seasons for them. Was still waiting to see if there was a Gobert trade to be made or a KD trade to be made for them if they were going to come out of left field. It looks like they're running their team back, so I would like to do one for them soon. And we end up sweeping them. Let's freaking go. So we end up going to 7 in round 1 to sweeping in round 2. Jalen Green with 30 points in that series. He's really becoming a star in this league. Even Jabari Smith as well. Look at those numbers in the playoffs. Everybody is taking it up a notch in this series here. Let's freaking go. We are going to be taking on, come on, give me the Timberwolves, the KPJ Revenge series, and it is. So we're going up against Porter Jr., Edwards, Wendell Moore. How's he been? Pretty good in the playoffs. Cat, Gobert, McDaniels, the prime piece that they were able to keep in the Gobert trade. That was just like the funniest thing for me. Like, you gave up 5 first-round picks, not even including Bolmaro, who's a first-round pick in 2020. They gave up Beasley, Beverly, and they're like, yeah, but we got to keep McDaniels. And it's like, I don't know if that's a huge thing. I don't know. They just gave up so much for Gobert. So much. I still can't get over it. So we win game 1 by 13. Green and Smith combined for 48. And then you got 68 if you throw in Henderson. We win game 2. Holy crap. This is just the duo I need. Jabari Smith and Jalen Green in 2024 are 1 game away from going to the NBA Finals. And okay. You know, they blow us out in here, but I'm fine with that gentleman's sweep. And boom, we gentlemen sweep them. And the Houston Rockets, in year 2 of this rebuild, are in the NBA Finals. Jabari Smith was actually the leading scorer in that series with 26 points, 8 rebounds. Jalen Green had 24. I should probably keep a focus on some other guys as well. Like Asor Thompson, I mean, hasn't done too much in the playoffs. Easton really can't buy a shot. Christopher's been solid. How is Şengün? He averaged 18 and 8. Like, I gotta talk about him more. Because Şengün's really getting that efficiency up. 58% true shooting in the playoffs so far. So we are taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers, who I believe won it all last year. Or no, they won in my test run with this. Who won it all last year? It was the Pelicans. So let's see what happens in game 1. It was the Rockets. Okay, we do win by 11. And yeah, like, shout out to this guy with this save, because he literally, like, perfected that. 4-2, Warriors over Celtics, Curry Finals MVP. Game 2, we win. Oh my goodness. So the Spurs were the team that could give us a run for their money. And then we are currently up 3-0, which happened in the Warriors series, the Timberwolves series, and now in the finals against the Cavs. And we are 1 game away from winning it all. Just 1 game away from winning it all. 1 game away from winning it all. Okay, there we go. I did get really cocky there, so I wouldn't have been surprised if we blew a 3-0 lead. As Jabari Smith wins finals MVP in just his 2nd full year in this league. That is mind-blowing. Yeah, Jalen Green wasn't actually pretty, like, good in the finals, but Josh Christopher looks like stepped it up. We got great play out of Henderson. But yeah, Green, 41 from the field, 39 from 3 is good, but just 17 points a night. Shout out to Josh Christopher, who's definitely going to be like our permanent 6th man. Alright, so do we have any random lottery picks here? Oh yeah, we have that Kings pick from the Hawks, but that's top 10 protected. That Lakers pick that the Pelicans gave us to make their championship run. And then we have that Brooklyn pick. So let's just simulate here and see what happens. So we have that Lakers pick at 2, and we have that Nets pick at 10. We also have our pick at 30. Alright, so if we're looking to make ourselves the dynasty and looking to win it all again next year, not really going to make any moves. Yeah, got to keep my picks. I could always trade them. DJ Wagner goes 1. We are looking for maybe a backup center if we're not bringing back Dario Saric. Xavier Booker. This guy looks really freaking good. We're taking him. Alright, so yeah, we had a pretty solid draft class. We got Xavier Booker at 2, Mikey Williams at 10, Grady Dick at 30. We took a Eurostash player, a 3-year Eurostash player with the 2nd to last pick in the draft, and we're going to pick up the option on Rocco Prakicin. Team-player options, we're picking up everybody's option. We're actually not going to pick it up on Garuba. Yep, that experiment is sadly done for us, and Dario Saric, they both are hitting free agency. Qualifying offers, we have none. Just, wow, no, it's not crashing on me. There, that's insane. Shout out to this roster creator, man. I think it might just be all luck. That's what Dommy Daddy said to me on Twitter. Like, he doesn't know why his save didn't crash. Just shout out to 2K, man. Shout out to them. So, LaMelo stays with the Hornets, 80 with the Lakers. Everyone's staying. Jaylen Brown goes to Philly. Would you look at that? So, if we have our roster right now, like, we have 1, 2. We have 3 shooting guards that maybe deserve minutes. We have a couple small forwards, a couple power forwards, a couple centers. Yeah, let's just run back this young team and see what they can do. I like building through the draft. We've made some minor trades for draft picks. Haven't really signed anybody in free agency unless, like, we could go out there and use some cap space right now to sign Kawhi Leonard. I mean, yeah, if I were to sign somebody, it would be a small forward. There's not really a stud small forward out there. There's no really shooting guard that can make a small forward. So it would really be Kawhi, who right now looks like he's going to return to the Clippers. Cat, I can't make a small forward. I don't want Tobias Harris. Like, there's really just nobody out there. I'm not going to spend money just to spend money. So player progression, we do have a 90 overall Jalen Green, 87 Şengün. Holy crap, look at all that green. All right, so let's figure out the rotation this year. Easton's going to start, but he's going to play about 24 minutes a night. We're going to go about 36, 35 to our top 2 guys. Xavier Booker is probably going to get 20 minutes as a rookie. Christopher, yeah, I need him being the 6th man still. That's kind of his designated role. We're going to give Mikey Williams 20 minutes. Maybe we'll do about 10 of these 2. Thompson and Washington will run with this rotation right now. I think Mikey Williams will get about 17 minutes a night, and I'll go about 30 to Henderson. So, because I just think Williams has higher upside than Ty, and maybe I'm being a little bit disrespectful to Ashore Thompson. We're 3.5 star system proficiency. I'm sure if I have, like, Christopher, nope, it doesn't go up. Wow, okay. But yeah, we won it all last year. Might as well run the team back. So yeah, with our player progression last year, our young core being a 1 seed this year isn't as surprising. Darius Garland winning MVP is pretty damn cool. Wendell Carter Jr., 6th man. I'm guessing he's backing up Banchero in Orlando. Most improved goes to Jaden Ivey in Detroit. We get Coach of the Year in Steven Silas. So do we get somebody on All-NBA first team? Come on. How did Jalen Green not get it last year? Unless he didn't, I completely missed it. But Jabari Smith, All-NBA first team. He averaged 19, basically 20 and 10. Pretty good numbers there. 62% true shooting. Did he get anything last year? 2nd team All-NBA? No. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Does Jalen Green? No! Jalen Green. Maybe some snubs from Mr. Green in this video. And we get Xavier Booker on all rookie 2nd team. This guy would be a beast as our starting center. But no, I'm loyal to Alperen. Sorry, there's no U at the end of his name. But Jaylen Green, similar stuff to last year. The numbers dropped a little bit, but hey, the true shooting technically went up. Jabari Smith's numbers went up in his third year. Şengün, the three-point percentage went down. I was hoping that would get to 34%, like I said. Henderson improved. Wow, yeah, he noticeably improved. Let's go. There's Mikey Williams rookie year. Just a normal 63% true shooting for a rookie guard. Nothing to see here. Christopher's numbers went down a little bit. I guess that's just from adding some other guys. So, for the playoffs, you know what? Since, like, Williams can be a good scorer, no, I'm going to keep starting Eason. I'm not going to play Ty, I think. Even though he was a little bit better, I'm going to play Rasor Thompson. We're going to go about 12 to Thompson. We got 17 there. I'd like to go 40 to Green, 36 to Smith, maybe 21 to Booker, 32 to Scoot Henderson. Let's see if that works. 3.5-star system proficiency. We're taking on the Suns in round 1, who still have pretty much the same starting 5 as they rolled out last year. They now have Cameron Reddish, DJ Wagner. Yeah, I just forgot they had the #1 overall pick. Klay Thompson is there. All right, so we're taking on the Phoenix Suns in round 1. I mean, we should beat them, even though they have a pretty good team, and we do end up winning in 6. But hey, last year in round 1 was our toughest series yet, where we ended up winning in 7. We ended up winning the finals in 6. So let's see what happens this time around. As Şengün, man, if he's performing like that, we are not losing. And oh yeah, Jabari Smith and Jaylen Green are pretty good too. So we're taking on Portland. How is Shaedon Sharpe been? I'm excited for that rebuild because I didn't do a Jeremy Grant Blazers rebuild because there was just so much going on in that week. So I'm going to be doing a Blazers rebuild pretty soon. That actually could be the next rebuild, so be on the lookout for that. Game 1, we do pick up the victory. Oh yeah, I got to be with Damian Lillard's $60 million contract though. Yeah, that one might be tough to win a championship with. And it looks like we are going to... Oh my god. We were up 3 games to 0. And then we end up going to a Game 7. Oh my goodness, 2K. You really had to do that to me? Really? Jabari Smith and Jaylen Green combined for 50 in that series. And it looks like the Timberwolves have DeJounte Murray now. What? They still have Oh, but no more Cat. Okay, well that's a big mistake. I mean, their defense is good with Murray and Gobert. We are up 2-1. 3-1, and we win in 5. Yeah, that didn't make it much better. I mean, you couldn't keep KPJ because he was making the minimum, and you probably didn't have bird rights on him. But yeah, swapping out Cat for Murray, that's not a good look, man. Cat's been your homegrown guy since 2015, and we're taking on the Cavs in the finals once again. Are we going to beat them 2 years in a row? They do win Game 1 by 1 point, and we were at home too. Game 2, we do win. Let's freaking go by 4 points. Jaylen Green with 36 and 8. Game 3, we lose. Great, by 16. Okay. Game 4. Oh my god. We're down 3 games to 1. Okay. Can we pull off a 3-1 blown deficit from the Cavs? That would be kind of cool. That'd be a really good way to repeat. And it looks like we are going to be forcing a Game 6. Jaylen Green with 30. Jabari Smith with 24 and 12. Come on. Just do that one more time. This is the toughest game of the series on the road. If we win this, we go back home for Game 7, but we're down by double digits. Okay. Yep, like I said, it was the toughest game in the series. We're down by 18 at this point. We need a monster fourth quarter comeback, and oh, we did not. We ended up losing by 36, so yeah, the Cavs win it all. Garland, your finals MVP. So yeah, I thought about ending the video there, but we're going to do one more year, and I might just add a star to this team just for fun. We do have the 10th overall pick from the Nets, and then we should have the Kings pick as well. Where are the Rockets picking? 14 with the Kings, so 2 lottery picks. All right, so I don't think I'm going to make any moves right now. I'm going to draft these players, and then we'll make some trades. So we got a guy by the name of Quincy Ford at 10, Floyd Peterson at 14. I'll sign my second-round picks. Now, options, let's pick everybody up. Jaylen Green is due for a max deal, as well as Şengün and Josh Christopher. So we really don't have a lot of cap space to play around with in free agency to go out and sign. I mean, I'm sure the free agency class is pretty dope. Like, yeah, Giannis, Tatum. Oof, a lot of good restricted. You got D. Mitch. You got Ben Simmons. All right. So let's just see what the trade finder can get me. If I were to move, I don't even know. Like Ty, Ford, and Peterson. Can I take on a max? Okay, yeah, I can take back $36 million in salary. I want to see if I can trade for Jimmy Butler. I think that would be a good pickup for us to get that leader to help us get another title. So could I do some type of like Ford? Oh, he goes to 4.5 stars. Grady Dick, Rocco Prakicin, Floyd Peterson type 4-for-1. Yep, that makes sense. Ty Washington as well. And I do a first-round pick from the Nets next year. What? All right, instead of Prakicin, say we threw in Tari Eason. What? Ah, you really wouldn't trade Butler for anything? I'd give you Mikey or Rasor Thompson. Okay, and instead of, I mean, Ezra Thompson's 3 stars. What is Mikey Williams? He is 4 stars. Okay, never mind. I'm not getting Jimmy, but he would have been like the perfect pickup. There's just not a lot of good listed small forwards anymore, sadly. I mean, is there any good shooting guards that are just listed like that that I can move to? I mean, like Anthony Edwards would be sick, but if I can't trade for Jimmy, I probably can't trade for Ant. So let me just re-sign. I don't know. Let's just see if they get any deals. I'll match them. So Şengün's about to get a deal from the Hawks. We are going to match that. Green's going to get a deal from the Warriors. We are going to match that as well. And then let me pay Mr. Josh Christopher whatever he wants. So I do want to go out and trade for a stud small forward, though. I mean, can I trade for Kawhi Leonard at this point in his career? Probably not. I mean, we'd have to choose some type of Josh Christopher trade alongside... Ooh, yeah, I kind of blew my chance to get anything done with... I mean, I would have to do Şengün in this deal. Just because of how old or how much money Şengün is making. So if we did Şengün, I know I should have just signed Kawhi last year. We did Tari Eason. Are we getting anywhere with that? Okay. I will also throw in Grady Dick and Ty Washington. We getting anywhere with that? And I'll throw in that Nets pick. We getting anywhere with that? And this our pick has no value. Okay. And then what about if we also threw in Quincy Ford? Damn it. There's no good like elite small forwards to really go out and get. Like Jimmy Butler. Really no trade. I mean, do you love Şengün? Not really. Okay. What about if we did Şengün, Eason, Dick, and Ty? What's wrong here? How? That Nets pick and then that Nets pick? Damn it. Really can't find anybody. All right, we're running this team back. All right, so we have Henderson, Green. They want to start Thompson, Smith. Okay. Who is not playing here? Ty's probably not going to play. Even though I don't really need to play anybody else. So, you know, we'll play Ty about 10 minutes. Tari's about 15. He's kind of falling off a little bit. 18 to Williams, 21 to Christopher. We're just going to swap Christopher and Booker's minutes a little bit. We'll do 26 to Christopher. See about 30 there, 32. All right, that's all good with me. Let's see if we can win our second title in 4 years. All right, so we go 62 and 20. We are a 1 seed again. And let's see if the Houston Rockets can win their second title in this video. Taking a look at this season stats from the team. Jalen Green was in scoring, followed by Jabari Smith, Alperen Şengün, You got Scoot Henderson, Josh Christopher, Mikey Williams, Booker, Thompson, and Eason. So for the playoffs, unfortunately, I don't think Ty is going to crack the rotation. He is an 80 overall. Look at that. We're going to go about 17 to Williams and Eason, about 20 to Booker, about 25 to Christopher, maybe 29 there. We're going to go 35, 40... 30, and then 27 to these guys respectively. And let's see. We're 4 stars, 7 seconds. We're taking on Portland in round 1, a team we beat last year. They're starting Killian Hayes over Damian Lillard. Somebody explain to me how that makes sense. It ended up being a sweep in round 1. So that experiment really didn't work out. Jalen Green went off. So round 2, we have the Thunder. We have yet to play the Thunder in this video, but they have Nick Smith, who I think just won MVP. Is that true? No, he won Most Improved. That's what I was like. I saw his name under some award. You got Shea, Usman Jang. How's he been there? All right. Gregory Jackson, Chet Holmgren, Precious Shua, Elijah Fisher. Wow, I'm just all over the place right now. And we are going to beat them in 6. And facing another team that we haven't faced in this video, the Memphis Grizzlies, who have Amani Bates over there. They have O Squared. They have Malik Beasley. And it looks like Jalen Green probably led the team in scoring. Yeah, with 27 points. Jabari Smith was really good as well. So can we beat the Grizzlies and go to the finals again? Oh my God, it's a sweep. And here we go. This is actually a great way to end the video. The rubber match between the Cavs and the Rockets. These two teams have played each other in the finals for the last 2 years. 1-1 split. Who is going to get the better edge right now? Let's see. They have Desmond Bane there. Who else do they got in Cleveland? Clint Capella, Markkanen Love. And the champion is the Houston Rockets. We beat them in 5. Jabari Smith takes home his second finals MVP of the video. We actually had no All-Stars this year? Or am I missing someone? What? How did we not have an All-Star? That is kind of wow. But yeah, either way, hope you guys did enjoy this Jabari Smith Rockets rebuild. Let me know what you guys maybe think of Jabari Smith throughout the summer week if you've been watching any of these games. And yeah, I kind of hinted that maybe the next rebuild is going to be a new look Blazers rebuild with Sharp, with the new Lillard extension with Jeremy Grant. So you can be on the lookout for that. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.